You said as well that you liked his music. It's
back in the day, innit? Like the only reason you're sort of relevant now is because of your girl. She's scatty, innit? Like she's rowdy, bro.
You know I made her, right?
Yeah, I know. So, ratings for that. I can't lie.
You say I'm relevant because of her. She relevant because of me.
Yeah, fairs. But she's only relevant for being a dog, really.
Wow. For those who do not know, Blueface sat down with, I guess, some podcast, and they was talking cash.
Yeah.
And Blueface said he made his girl.
Who she is?
Chrisean. Is it Chrisean? I think that's how you say it.
Chrisean.
I don't know. And the dude was like, yeah, well, your girl is, you only known because of your girl, which is not really true. But
it's sort of true. I didn't know who he was.
I know, because you don't listen to young rap.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, look, if you started rapping after 2001, Mike do not know who you
I like
are.
2011.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right,
I like 2011.
And so the thing is, Blueface came out. Blueface is known for rapping. He used to rap off beat. And he was like the new Silk the Shocker, you know what I'm saying? But Blueface was one of them young things, but now he's more relevant than music. He don't even do really music anymore.
Yeah.
Because him and his girl is in a toxic relationship, and why would we show black folks doing anything other
anything besides toxic relationships?
Yeah, and so that's what they're going through. And Blueface said, "Yo, I made her," and the dude was like, "Yeah, well, she only known for being a dog."
Yeah. Now this is the problem I had with that. Like, Blueface, you can't let anybody, especially nobody. You can't let nobody call your woman a dog. Right.
That's true.
Like, even if you said it like, "Yo, she's trainable." Like, what do you what are you inferring, right? Like, are you inferring she's a bitch? Are you inferring she's trainable? Are you inferring that I'm also a dog? Like, that conversation just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, but Blueface don't respect his girl.
He doesn't, but we've always decided that the double standard is do as I say, not as I do, right? Like, you don't get to say what you want about my girl. Like, even if I didn't respect her, you can't just be like, "Yo, your girl dog."
Yeah, but
your girl ugly.
You right, but you know what? My pops taught me something a long time ago. He said, "Never treat your sister the way that you want, that you don't want somebody else to treat her."
Yo, absolutely.
And so, I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
But when I see Blueface get online and he's talking about, "Yo, this girl don't want to, she don't even want to be a mom. Look what type of mom she gonna be. Y'all fighting, you beating up her dad, you calling her out her name, and it's on TV.
Yeah,
you collect a check to treat your girl like this." To me, it's like, I'm not surprised when a white man sit down right across from you and you do nothing besides, you do absolutely nothing when he calls your girl a dog, the mother of your child.
Yes.
Like, and it showed me one thing. I mean, Blueface never did this, but bro, you can't talk tough no more, because that dude said it and he looked like he was ready to slap you.
Yeah. I mean, he said it and he stood on it, and this is a good time for our favorite game. Like, Blueface growing up, right? Is there an active father in the home?
Is there an active father in the home? Mike asked that question, and y'all know my response. Hell no.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. And it's like, again, so this is the importance, of men, right? Because, part of it is making sure that a child understands the respect that they should have for a woman, right? Like, my son understands, like, like, me and his mom don't agree on everything. But, if his mom tell him to do something and we in her house, I'm like, "Hey, dude, did you hear your mom?" You know what I'm saying? Like, like, "Yo, you got to do what she asked you to do." Now, in my house, I might not have that rule, and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
When she comes to grab him and we're in my house and I say, "Hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z," she doesn't come against me, right? She's like, "Yo, you got to do what your dad say."
Facts.
In his home. And it's, when you don't give kids that, right? And I don't think Blueface has had that when I look at this interaction with Chrisean, with his mother. And now, and here's the thing, right? He can say what he want against his mother. He can say what he want against Chrisean. This grown man is sitting across from you, calling your woman a name, and you ain't really got anything to say.
Yeah, you had nothing to.
Yeah. So, hey, man, it's always said dads are important. That's all.
Yeah, and then here's another time when women get to wear the flag or wave the flag of, "Yo, protect black women."
Yeah, protect black women, but he hasn't been raised for that.
Facts.
He hasn't been raised for who is going to raise him to protect Chrisean or protect his mother, or if he has a daughter, to protect his daughter.
Absolutely.
And then this man becomes representative of all men. It's just like, it gets on my nerve.
It absolutely gets on our nerves. Yo, I want to welcome everybody to the Black Dads Club. This is episode 96. We are well on our way. We said we got to get to 100.
Gotta get to 100.
100 episodes and running. I want to welcome y'all. I am your host, Gavin, a.k.a. Coke, a.k.a. You see the comments. We'll get to that in a little bit. This is my host. He runs the show. He tells me what we will and will not do. He actually tells me to stop responding to y'all, which I don't listen to.
He does.
And that'd be Pastor Mike Will, who doesn't want me to let y'all know he's no longer a pastor, or he never was, whatever. He wants y'all. Menace his ministry.
Yeah, this is my ministry, man. Like, do not mess with the church or the church's money. This is our congregation right now. Right now, you guys are in our congregation.
I do want to let y'all know on June 10th, we will be having our first meetup networking session. It is our first live show, is what it really is.
And we do need the fellas to really come out, not to interrupt you, but we really need the fellas to come out because we need y'all emails. Because we have another event that's going to be at the end of summer, and we need y'all guys. We can get the ladies, but we definitely need y'all guys.
You know what's funny is we said this, and we're going to get to No Grease and Alpha Male in a little bit. But, yo, we have the female listenership. The ladies listen.
We do.
The women tune in.
We have a solid ladies listenership.
And men, this goes back to all things like, yo, men... It sucks when you got to depend on men to get somewhere sometimes. And I understand this because we work. Yep. We have more pressing things. But, bruh, we got to change that narrative. We got to start making that time and being more organized. I'm going to put it like that. I'm not going to come down on the men.
Show up. We need you guys' emails because we got it. We have an event that's going to be really, really fun.
Facts.
And we really want you guys to show up on June 10th so we can get all your information to do this event. And to our listeners that are listening, hey, y'all, real talk, just me and y'all, 2 weeks ago, y'all are an impressive bunch of.
Oh, we about to get to them. Hold on. And look, and if y'all know what, I got a nail salon that's been in my DMs. They want us to host an event. And they told me we can get the girls there. You got to get the men there. When the nail salon is reaching out to a Black Dads podcast, you already know what type of time it is, fellas. Look, so I'm going to put it like that. Last, before we get to the next thing, you wrote down a dad tip of the week about spending time with your family.
Yes, man, because I don't think that we really understand like how important it is. And one of the things that's like, with my son is that, he'll often he'll actually ask me, a lot of times, like he'll be in there playing video games. Yeah. And he'll say, hey dad, will you sit with me while he's playing his game, right? Yeah. Now, for me, I'm normally busy or I normally want to like decompress at the end of the day. Yeah. The last thing I want to do is watch him drive around a racetrack, over and over and over again, right?
Wrong, by the way. Because kids never played a video game as it intended.
No, exactly. So, like he'll always ask me, he'll be like, Dad, because, he know I don't really like to play it all the time, right? Yeah. Or if I play, I'm only going to play like one or two times. Yeah. But like he'll always be like, yo, Dad, will you come and sit down and, watch me race or whatever? And I always sit down, I'll watch him race. I'll give him that 20, 30 minutes that it takes. And I think like sometimes like for me, it's really nothing, right? It's not something I really think about. Yeah. But you got to imagine that for him, it is a big deal. So dad tip of the week, man, it's like, yo, when your kids come and grab your hand and they tell you to like come and look at whatever ridiculousness that they're doing for the 1,000th time in a row, just go. Just go, man.
Absolutely. Last week, sorry, we were supposed to record last week. I was busy. Actually, my kid was sick for 2 days. A tooth is coming in, right? And so I had to sit at home with them because like I like to parade around and say, my wife's job comes first, even though she doesn't pay for anything. Riddle me that, all right? And we're going to get the 50-50 in a little bit. But it's funny because, I told my wife, I even wrote y'all, I was like, yo, my wife get 2-3 more promotions. I could do this.
Yeah, that's it.
And it was
dad.
Look, it was fun sitting around, yo. It was cool. We woke up. We had a little routine. I had to make sure I took him outside. I had to make sure, put him on TV. Shout out to Miss Rachel, even though, I'm going to just put it like that. She kept him solid, stuck to the TV, right? But she's teaching him stuff. And then I'm like, all right, let's read. And it was a cool time. It was fun. I had to clean up the house. I had to find time to maximize and be effective while he was napping. But it was a great time, man. But being able to spend that time with him, I was like, yo, this is actually a lot of fun. And I saw, my wife has been talking trash for the last week. She was like, this boy only wants his dad now. And she was like, I don't know what happened, but you can't do this again. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool. All right. Oh, Father's Day is coming up. Before we get to the meat and potatoes of this podcast, ladies, gents who's about to get something for your dad, please put effort in Father's Day gifts.
Oh.
Please. I don't know.
That doesn't happen.
We keep saying this, and we need to say it. This is the perfect time to say it. We need a petition to move Father's Day to football season. Then that would fix 99% of the issues that we have, right? But yeah, I don't know what I want for Father's Day. My wife been asking me. She's like, can I get you any equipment? I'm like, that costs too much. You can't.
And that's the thing. It's like, we really don't want women to break the bank for Father's Day because we are nice like that.
Yeah.
But whereas they be like, yo, nah, break the bank on me.
Break yourself, break the bank.
Break the bank.
Let's run
Max
it up.
that credit card out. You can pay it off over the course of the next year.
Absolutely. I can't even think of a great gift besides some Black Dad t-shirts and glasses. Merch.
Definitely
Please.
get some Black Dad's Club merch.
Absolutely. Look at the plug there. All right, let's get to it. Last week, over a week ago, we were at Alpha Male Nail Care. Shout out to Sheena. We love you. First of all, an amazing event. Let me give her some hand claps.
That event was
Please follow her on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't even know if she got all that. I definitely know she got a Facebook and Instagram and a website. Please go book her. She has 2 locations in Charlotte. And Sheena don't want y'all to know she got money. I'm going to just put it like that, man. Sheena got money. Everybody in there got money.
Yeah.
Nell got money, even though he don't want y'all to know. Bori definitely got money. Shout out to Bori. That is the homie. He told me, he said, shout me out. And Bori paid for this spot to be shouted out. He really didn't, but if for y'all who think he did, pay up. But he's amazing. But anyway, a great show, a great event. Now, let's do some takeaways. I gave everybody praise. Now I got to show my ass and get some content. Content over everything.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
You know what?
What threw you off? What you liked, loved, hated?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I love.
Okay.
When you're in front of people, they have to tell the truth. So on the internet,
okay.
So on the internet, everybody's like, yo, they hate this 50-50 conversation. They don't do it, yada, yada, yada. We got no pushback on the 50-50 at all.
No, because people like it.
We got zero pushback on the 50-50.
That is true. It threw me off. The
women were like, nah, I want to pay my... I'm like, what?
But I still don't believe them. Go ahead.
Dude, like the women were like, yo, I'm going to pay... And it was some boss chicks in there.
It was
like senior VPs.
From what they said, yeah.
At the bank, like, they had loot and they like, nah, right?
Yeah, Sheena got money.
A couple of them had some money. Now, one of the things that I did find funny is when one of the ladies was like, yo, I want to go on vacations. I want to go all these places.
Yeah.
And she was like, if I date a bus driver, he really can't go. And I was like, no, he can go.
Yeah.
How he can go?
You got to help him.
You got to pay for it, sweetie.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world of the boss world.
Let's talk about sis.
Welcome to the boss
Luckily,
world.
Luckily, we don't know your name, or I would have said it by now.
Gavin definitely would have said.
But
I would have gave you cover.
There was a young lady, for our listeners that wasn't there, you missed out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mimi who came. We finally got to meet Mimi.
Mimi's I love Mimi. Mimi's
she
awesome.
is hilarious,
she
by the
awesome.
way. And she quiet, which is weird because she funny as hell.
That means she ain't really quiet.
Exactly.
That means she's scary.
Absolutely.
Mimi get going. I mean, she's going to be scary.
Look, so, but we're there. There was a young lady. She said, hey, I make money. She said, I make 6 figures. And I'm telling y'all what they said, not what I believe.
Yeah.
And she said, I made 6 figures. And basically her thing was, yo, I can't make a man that makes average money.
Yes.
And she went to that, and you raised your hand. You said, let me go. Let me get this off. Let me ask her some questions.
Yes.
And it seemed like when she said, yo, I cannot date the man that makes 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand. When she was getting there, all the men in the room was like, why not? And her response basically was like, yo, he can't do what I want to do, and I don't want to take care of a man.
Yes.
And that threw everybody off. It threw me off.
Yes.
And I just didn't get it. It seems like women want to make all of their money and keep it.
But then she relented at the end because she was just like, well, I mean, I would go 50-50. But here's the thing, right? I guess she's thinking that she going to go 50-50. She kind of inferred that she was in the 200-300 range. She kind of inferred it, right?
Yeah.
So
okay.
if she's in that range, right? And she wants to date a guy that makes 2-3. That's a lot of fucking money.
It is.
Like, most guys are not making that kind of money.
No.
Even if they own their own business, right? Like, I don't care if you own a cleaning company a rug business,
Yeah.
a bus company. Like the majority, trucking. Like the majority of these businesses, you could gross $400,000 or $500,000 by the time you finish paying employees, taxes, insurance,
writing everything off.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. You probably somewhere in that 150 to 190.
Maybe not
range.
even that.
Yeah, maybe not even that. So it's like,
let me tell y'all something. As a person that have their own business, and this is not for the IRS, I was told a long, long time ago, write it off.
yes,
And with that, you see a lot of people who make thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then at the end of the year, they made 20.
yeah,
And let me tell you, ladies, you're a part of that. You get that 20. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Let me tell you something that threw me off. The first comment that was said that day was what? A young man raised his hand. Bro, I don't know your names. So I can't even shout you out. I wish I could give credit where credit is due.
Do not give him credit for this one.
My man said, yo, my father and grandfather told me women are nothing but children with titties.
Yeah,
And for that
did not go over well.
No, it didn't go over well, so much so that he repeated it. And I got up and went to the bar because I was like, no, I'm good on it.
Yeah.
Now, to give him some credit, he did, he pulled me to the side later and said, yo, I like to just turn up events, content over everything,
Yeah.
I guess. But another thing that he explained that, women do get into their feelings and they are childlike and they care about themselves. And you have to understand that they are childlike.
A better way to say it is, and I believe this is Dick Gregory's quote, where he said that women want the privilege of a woman, the authority of a man, the responsibility of a child.
Whoa.
Right? So that would have been a better way. And I am almost certain that's Dick Gregory's quote.
Okay.
And that quote is probably like 50 years old at least.
Okay.
It is not repeated a lot because,
It's bad.
It's kind of stern. And I think that's where he was going. But the way that he said it, it didn't go over well.
That was along the lines of things you do not say in front of a room of women.
Yeah.
You know the other joke that threw me off? The ratings. So Sheena did this cool thing straight out of Kevin Samuels' book where it was like, hey, you got to rate yourself. And that could be everything from your earnings, how you think you look, your possessions, assets, whatever the case may be. Off the top of my head, I don't think a woman, so you couldn't say a 7.
Could say 7.
No woman went under 8. I'm going to put that out there.
I think we had like a couple women that were like 6.
No. Who? You point out which side of the room they was. No woman said that she was on 8 because I was listening.
Yeah.
Even one lady in there said she was a 7.8.
her.
She was like, no, excuse me. She said I'm a 9.8. And she said, because I always want the idea that I can improve myself. That threw me off. None of the men though went under. I think the lowest I heard of a man was a 5. One brother said he was a 4. Then he went back there and he came back out and said I'm a 9.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I think his wife got on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there with his wife. I think his wife got him like, boy, don't you embarrass me like this in front of these people.
But yeah, so the ratings between men and women.
So you saying the fellas was a little bit more realistic than the ladies?
Oh hell yeah. Fuck that. I don't think, what throws me off? If you think that you're a 9, what do you think Beyonce says she is when she's close to $1 billion?
Yeah, I mean Beyonce probably definitely thinks she's a 10, and she's not really wrong.
Yeah.
Like she's like a 9 for real.
What you think Rihanna thinks she is? Pregnant. Rihanna look better pregnant, by the way. Come on. Rihanna look better pregnant.
I mean, look, I think we had this conversation about pregnant pie a while ago, so you're not gonna get me to say she ain't fine. I'm just, I try not to talk about other men's women.
Like yeah. Sorry, ASAP. So what do Rihanna say? What do J-Lo say? What do the young girls who are in their 20s that are, what do Kylie Jenner say she is?
But you know what? So in there, I think everybody did go to the high end because we were not rude hosts. We were just, we realists. Like, we're not
we
rude
let
on
you
the
get it
spot.
off.
Yeah, we let you get it off. But when they were going on our late brother Kevin Samuel pod, he would correct them. So I think that correction gave a more, they would come in there and be like, all right, I got to be more accurate with what I want. Because even if you listen to Kendra G, I don't know if I sent it in a group chat last night where the lady was like, she had 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, and she was like, she did not want to date a man
you put that in group chat,
that had multiple baby moms. And it's just like, Yeah, yo, you don't even want to date yourself, right? So, I think when you are in places where people don't really hold you accountable, you're going to be a little bit more, delusional. And I don't want to say our audience was delusional. They were.
No, them ratings was off.
Yeah, they were optimistic.
Yeah.
So, but we weren't there to argue about what you are.
Yeah, because that's
right?
on you.
That's
I'm
on
married,
you.
so I don't care.
Yeah, that's on you.
But it just threw me off. And even with the guys, I was looking, and I really wish we could ask people why do they feel that way. Also, the last thing before we go to the next thing, when people tell me they have money, I always question to them what is money. I heard a lot of people say, "Hey, I make good money. I make six figures." First of all, whenever somebody tell me they make six figures, I automatically think that you make 85. And that you shooting yourself something higher.
You shooting yourself some bail.
Yeah.
85 is a good salary.
85.
85 is a
I
good
don't think
salary.
people understand.
Yeah. If you keep your debt low, you're good. I mean, if you keep your debt low, damn near anything is a good salary if you don't have debt.
Bro, the moment that I paid off my student loans and I didn't have a car note.
Yeah.
Bruh, I was making money. You would have thought I had real money.
Yeah.
And I had a bullshit job. The benefits were so good, I couldn't leave yet. Mike wanted more trips. Mike wanted to use this hotel discount a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
So I couldn't quit just yet.
Like, come on, man.
Hold out.
Yeah.
But it was funny. So, all right. But yeah, a great situation. Hold on. Let me grab this next clip. But I will say this. Overall, it was a great clip. I mean, a great event. I loved it. It was funny.
We're going to do part two
we
probably
do
next
part
couple
2.
months.
Yeah, please be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
And we got to talk to Sheena because y'all was trying to take over and Sheena was letting y'all get it off.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
So June 10th, our event.
Absolutely.
We'll have another cocktails and conversation probably toward the end of summer. Fellas, we do need y'all email addresses. Matter of fact, go to blackdanceclub.com. Should take you right to pod page.
Yeah.
Start putting y'all information in there. Like just go in there and add your email address because we are going to need you guys for an event. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Here we go.
Told me he sent the text message to you saying he wanted a divorce. When was that?
That was September 29th, 2022.
And where were you when you received that text message?
We were both at home. He was upstairs. I was downstairs on the couch.
My man.
I had just actually come back from, I did a freedom group where you basically, you're going through freedom with all these people. You're talking about.
All right.
So this man asked for a divorce. via
Upstairs.
text message.
But he was upstairs.
In the house.
They got a lot of steps in their house.
Yeah, she did say it was 9,000 square feet. She did say it was a mansion.
Oh, that's a big house.
Yeah, they got a big. Hey,
Oh, they got.
dude, Derrick got some loot from these ladies, bro.
Oh, before we continue with Derrick, there was the conversation of who made Kevin Samuels popular. All the women in the room said it was us. Derrick Jaxn is a fuckboy beyond measure because of women. And I think that was our first cuss word. 23 minutes. We're doing good.
We're
getting
good.
better.
Yeah, we're getting much
hand
better.
claps for the boys. Derrick Jaxn literally.
Who made Derrick Jaxn popping?
Women. Black women, if we want to be clear.
All right.
Bruh, across the room, bruh.
Dude.
I mean, across the house.
Dude, can you imagine? Dude, how are you so fearful? You're so sucky. You're so sorry as a man that you actually ask a woman, like, hey, and if you listen to, so this is from the Dear Future Wifey pod, and it was a part 1 and part 2. So I listened to both parts because I wanted to get the whole story, right?
Okay.
I wanted to listen to it, right? But for Derrick Jaxn to be the type of dude that's always telling women about, like, yo, avoid these type men.
Oh yeah,
evidently he was talking about himself. But to be the type of dude that can't even like walk downstairs, look your woman in the face, the mother of your children in the face, and say, you know what?
This ain't it.
This ain't it. I want a divorce. Like when I asked for my divorce, and maybe I should have sent a text message, right? Perhaps I should have sent a text, right? But I did walk in the room and said, hey, I've had enough. I don't think
This is
go any further. And it was in person, but you know what? So to my point that I'm making here is when you are, a man, right, you are going to try to handle things in person. This dude sent a text message.
Bruh. Derrick Jaxn is a cornball. And the joke is we weren't ladies about Derrick Jaxn
Yes.
months ago, maybe
Dude,
last year.
I mean, the thing about it is every guy in the world kind of saw that Derrick, what type of dude Derrick was.
Yeah.
From the onset. Like it was nothing about Derrick to make you look at him and be like,
What a man.
yeah, like, man, this is a masculine dude right here.
Absolutely. And sis, I'm here to let you know, I told you on that same episode that bonnet was going to be the end of y'all relationship.
She said it was a beret. She said it was not a bonnet. She said it was a beret and
Piss on me and tell me it's raining.
She was going through a lot of things.
I could tell.
And that was her helmet of salvation.
Look, piss on me and tell me
Dude,
it's raining.
I think her and old dude that from the podcast, I think they go get together.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they go
let
get
me tell
together,
you.
man.
Let me tell y'all what throws me off. And we don't want to kill her, but
No, I mean, I do not want to crush her. I do want to say, if you listen to the episode, she admitted she was a willing participant.
absolutely.
You know, in the relationship, and I'll also say this: she dropped information that I think that she wanted to talk about it before
it came out.
Derrick would retaliate, against her.
Yeah.
Maybe allegedly, but I could tell like the fact that she stated that she had 3 abortions.
Yeah.
That, everybody gets one in 2023, right?
Yeah.
Male or female, everybody gets one.
Get one way.
Abortion.
Okay.
Everybody get
Depending on what state you're in.
yeah, that's kind of like par for the course right now. Modern science, it's kind of what goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start getting multiple, that does kind of lets me know like who you are. And this is a good question for the fellas. Like, is this something that you should ask a woman before you really date her? Because it's 2 things that she brought up on the pod. One, she was at a college party and ended up getting SA'd, sexual assaulted, and 3 weeks later she was in a relationship. And during her marriage, she was having to go through that trauma of the assault,
yeah,
as well as Derrick over cheating. Right, like this dude went way beyond the pale of what's acceptable cheating. Like he went way beyond. Right, so I'm not shooting Derrick any bail. Derrick gets no bail on this fucking pod at all. Right,
none.
But as men, like, is that how do you ask a woman like, yo,
if she've ever had one?
Have you had an abortion or if you've been assaulted? Like, is that something? That's honestly something I want to know from women. It's like, yo, is this something that a topic that a man should broach with you because she's dealing with both of these things during her marriage?
You know what's scary is when I was younger, I have homegirls that have gotten abortions and friends and women I know, excuse me. And once you start researching the effects of abortions, whether they're done correctly or in the women who have to muster up the courage to go get them done, especially with the laws changing in unhealthy ways, right?
Yes.
There's effects, right or wrong, about I'm talking about having it done the right way or the wrong way.
Yeah.
Before y'all kill me. About the effects it'll have on pregnancy later.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know, and don't quote me, but abortions really do cut down on the percentage of you having a healthy or successful pregnancy later, right?
Yeah.
And as a man, if I am coming to you and I am saying, hey, let's have a child, and what if you have had 3 abortions like this lady, which it is super hard at that point to have kids.
Yeah,
right? Not
for her though. That and that was one of the parts of the pod where I think she kind of overplayed, her hand, is because she makes it like, that did happen, right? Like she had these abortions. They also have 3 kids. But she stayed, for someone who doesn't like her husband, she stayed getting pregnant by her husband.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, yo, she is an active willing participant. Derrick is going entirely too far. But because some of these questions have been asked prior that maybe would have slowed some things down, right? How, as a man, how do you provide the space for a woman to be able to tell you about something that has traumatically happened to her in her past, right?
Yeah.
And how do you ask a question, with a woman of like, hey, are we at plus or minus, 1 abortion?
Yeah.
Right. And it's not even in a joking manner, but are we not entitled or obligated to that information, right? And like if a woman wanted to have kids and I've had a vasectomy, would she be entitled to that information?
And so here's the thing. I'm going to answer this as a man because I can't answer that I could tell you what I would think
Yeah.
later. As a man, I feel like it is important to say, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't need you thinking something's wrong with you because I'm shooting up the club knowing I'm shooting blanks.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, right.
And so I get that as a man. I do feel bad because as something that's traumatic,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? A vasectomy isn't traumatic.
No.
Assault and an
Traumatic,
abortion,
an abortion.
even if you want it
Yes.
to, it is still a thing. I remember one of my coworkers, man, she was thinking about getting an abortion. And she had some before. She had a son. She was cool. She was pregnant again. And she literally went somewhere and got more information. But she was by this time, it was month after. And, bro, they would call her every day on her ass.
Yeah.
And she was just like, yo. I was like, yo, why don't you block the number? I blocked their number. They keep calling me.
Yeah.
And, even that, she was like, I'm going to have this baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what's the joke is, the joke? Her baby looks just like her. Like splitting image twins. She's like, yo, that's my boy right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those things that going through that process, it is traumatic. And so when ladies, I've always went through it like this. When that conversation does come up, I leave the floor open and I allow them to, yo, you can give me what information you want me to have. And then I'm trusting in you that what's important, what's valuable, you would share because I need that from you.
Yes.
But ladies, this is the time when we look at you and say, yo, educate us.
Yeah. You let us know like what, as men, we got to provide the space, right? We got to provide the safe space, the non-judgmental space. But, also as men, I think we are entitled a wee bit into that information if we're talking about having children, right? Like I think like you there, but I don't think we really have a way to like express that, right? Like her the way that she was telling the story, I'm wondering how much did fuckboy know about what's going on. Now I do know when it came to the assault, she was like he didn't know. And it's like, yo, like as fellas, man, like, yo, if we really care about these women, we can't just be boinking and landing on thick all the time. Like at some point, we do have to have a real conversation of like, hey, these are things that could affect us, in our relationship or in our marriage.
Yeah.
Can we talk about these things now? And I think that if a woman tells you like, no, I don't want to talk about those things. I don't want to think about those things. I think as a man, you got to realize she's still on her healing journey and that's not going to be a wife for you.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a button on that. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I did laugh going on the internet, which caused me to do more research. The joke was not until you told us in the group chat this was Derrick Jaxn's wife, ex-wife. I was like, whoa, I've been seeing parts of this pod, just not knowing who she was talking about, and it all made sense.
He's a fuck boy.
Absolutely. But that narrative was out there that, yo, he knew she got assaulted and he came and just did all the traumatic stuff. And then, I love going through on Twitter the comments because, well, how do you know? I don't know. I'm just making this up. All right, cool, bro. This is whatever. Speaking of, we have Derrick Jaxn. Oh, you are in the Hall of Fame on the Mount Rushmore of fuckboys. You, Brian McKnight.
He and Brian McKnight are definitely next to each other right now.
Yeah, y'all are up there, bro. And it's amazing. At least for 2023, y'all are up there. This Travis Rudolph case, I think that's the brother's name.
The former football player. Men. It is time to start evaluating and knowing what type of woman you are dealing with. Amen.
I say this all the time. It's a reason why, and I don't know, man. My dad my dad did a lot of shit to scare me when I was younger, right? My dad told me, he claimed now that he never said this, but I swear when I was like 8, my dad told me how he was smoking cigarettes and he coughed up blood. So I just assumed if you smoke cigarettes, you cough blood, right? So I never smoked cigarettes. I tried it twice, didn't work, tastes nasty, I'm good. My dad told me you lose a shit ton of brain cells if you smoke weed. I don't smoke weed today. I do like the smell of weed though, which is weird. But my dad used to always tell me, you never accept a condom from a woman and you never go to a girl's spot. And you be careful what girl you bring back to your spot. Absolutely. He always just told me that. And we looking at this situation with this young lady, her and this man were involved. Go figure, she's married, by the way.
Married.
didn't tell him. And
Hey, she say he ain't ask.
yeah,
Fellas,
she didn't look.
Ask if you're out with a woman. Evidently, you have to ask her.
That's something you should ask. Are you married?
Are you married?
Look, I don't know about the abortion stuff, but definitely ask, are you married?
Are you married?
And you know what was sad was, bruh, they get into it. She hits him. She calls her brother.
Wails on him.
Wails
It's
on
all
him.
on video.
All on video.
Yeah.
She calls her brother and say, go shoot his shit up. He returns fire. Somebody is hit. And now he's on trial.
Yeah, the guy. Well, so it's unclear if that was she was with his brother or she was with him. But anyway, somebody who lived at the house returned fire because 4 guys showed up and somebody grabbed a gun and it went to shit fast, right?
Absolutely.
So there's several lessons to be learned here as men, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, don't let a woman put a battery in your back.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do not show up at another man's house threatening to take his life.
Facts.
That can go south real fast and quick in a hurry, right?
Facts.
And then I think the second lesson here is like, we've talked about this before. The first time a woman brush up at you, bro, I ain't talking about put her hands on you. I'm saying the first time she like brush up against you and just be like jumps at you,
Squares up.
yeah, like it's over.
It is a wrap.
It is a wrap. You have to go home. We're good. Do not call me anymore. Do not pass go. You don't have full control of your emotions.
Facts.
Because I am a man, and there is no way, there's no way a man should ever walk up to a gorilla and be like, "Yo, what's up?" Right?
Facts.
A grizzly bear. "Yo, what's up?" Right? And when a woman does not show that sort of discernment, she don't have that discernment when it comes to men. She's not going to have that discernment in any place in her life. Men have to cut bait quickly because what happened in this case right here is something that has happened to a lot of men.
Facts.
Right? Like a lot of men, some woman have texted and said, "Hey, such and such did X, Y, and Z to me. Get your boys to come over here."
Facts.
I did not get jumped because of girls. I got jumped because of the guys. But, but it was the same thing, right? Like the guys,
absolutely.
They went and got a group of them. And, next thing I know, here I am having to face, the consequences of one person activating 4 or 5 people.
I cannot wait till when we get famous and those 5 brothers be like, "Yo, we want to tell our story about what happened with Mike." I'm going to interview them.
If they black that, look, I hold no ill will, man. That was 25 years ago.
Absolutely.
That was 20, and it took 5 of y'all. Actually, took 6 of y'all. So whatever, I'm good.
But bruh, this was another example of women being silent when it's time to hold a woman accountable.
Yeah, no one is holding her accountable.
Nobody,
in the comment
bro.
section. I don't even think she's on trial.
No,
I don't think she's been charged with anything.
Bruh, they asked her in court, "What did you mean by go shoot that shit up?" And her response was like, anything. Not him, though. Not his family.
Yeah.
Not his roommate that stayed there. Anything but them. And it was just like, wait, what? And it was just, bruh, it made me so happy that I'm married. It made me so happy to realize, like, I'm you have to be happy for the women that you judge as you get older. And also, this reiterated my opinion on, this is why I never play fight. I had a homie, an ex-homie, excuse me. She got off on play fighting, bruh.
Yeah,
that play fighting shit. That she got off on that, dog.
It's not cool.
She's no longer cool with that dude. She used to play fight because he slapped the shit out of her. And I remember telling her during that conversation, "Yo, you need to stop. I understand y'all think the sex is amazing, but you need to stop." "Nah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm into that." Cool. And he slapped the fuck out of her one time because she played fight. They was play fighting and she got him.
Oh, and, he retaliated.
Oh, yeah. And it was just, and then, look, y'all need to stop thinking that baby boy scene is cute.
Now, baby boy scene is not cute.
It's not at all.
But if you into BDSM, then that is cute.
Well, they didn't have a BDSM.
You got to be clear, though. You got to have boundaries. Got to have safe words.
Safe word.
You gotta know.
I don't have a safe word because I'm not into that. But I got to think what my safe word would be.
What would your safe word be?
I don't know. Ratchet. Probably something that sounds cool.
Ratchet.
Yeah, I'm never going to say that.
Yeah, I don't have a safe word.
Or strawberries.
I don't have a safe word.
I don't even want to know. I'm not trying to think about Mike's. Look, ladies, if y'all ever come here, y'all want to trauma bond and tell me what you and Mike are into, I'm going to ignore you and walk the hell off. You want to do these mean tweets now?
The Gavin's too nosy to walk off. No, let's do the marriage club tweet. Then let's do the mean tweet. Then we'll get up out of here.
All right, here's a marriage. So Mike is in several groups. Mike is in the greatest groups of all time. I'm in the ratchet shit, that's why it's my safe word. All right, here's the thing. Warning, married wife rant. As a single mom, my car has always been cleaned by men who are interested in getting to know me. Once I decided to get married, of course, I let them know. Okay. Of course, the free car service stopped. Fast forward, I'm married. My husband has expressed to me that he don't want to keep my car clean. Don't get it totally wrong. He cleans it when he wants. I wanted to be more open about the situation, so I looked around for mobile car services. They are really expensive. I don't feel it's a woman's job to clean a car, nor is it a married man's job to cook. Okay. I need to find a better way. My car looks horrible. Rant over. Do you want me to read the comment?
No. Okay. So it's fun. I love how she says, I decided to get married, so I let them know. Like, hey guys, I'm getting married. You can't clean my car anymore. All right. First things first. She put her name on there. She should not have posted her name. She should post that anonymously. But here, okay. So for one, like I do know of situations where a guy was cleaning a young lady's car, because he just wanted to be with her. Right?
Okay.
Now, and I think he almost got her, right? Like I had to remind her, like, yo, please don't get boinked because the dude is cleaning your car.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Literally.
First thing first.
Well, they are expensive.
Yeah, but look, they are expensive. Yeah. So second part of that is, these men are not cleaning your car for no reason, right? Like to kind of reminisce on this and be like, oh, back in the day, men used to clean my car, and that was so special and sweet. No, it wasn't. They were trying to boink. Okay, they were kind of like that. You're rude for thinking that.
Bruh, I'm stuck on her not being accountable for why her car is dirty and taking accountability and cleaning her own shit.
Okay. But you know what though? But here's the thing though, right? If it means that much to her, fellas, like, look, this is your wife we're talking about.
Yeah.
This isn't a rando.
Bruh, but women cars be so dirty, dog.
Dude,
they be dirty.
If that makes your wife, that's why she want it clean. If that makes your wife happy, bruh, just clean the car.
Should I ruin my marriage right now?
Yeah, like,
or ruin a night. No, I'm talking about for what I'm about to say. Should I ruin tonight? Well, Karina ain't gonna hear tonight. She won't hear tomorrow. Maybe next week. Look, bruh, me and my wife got the same kid. He spent more time in my car than hers. Her car is dirtier than mine in the back seat, and I don't get it. I don't get what happens. Yo, it's shoes in there. It's so many purses in there. It's so many earrings. It's earrings in places that earrings can't fit in her car. You know what I'm saying? I look at my sister's car, a disaster. I look at my mom's car, a disaster. Women cars are disgusting. I'm with your man. I'm with your husband. I ain't cleaning your shit.
No.
Oh.
If it makes her happy, bro, if this makes her happy, just do it.
No.
Just do it. Like, we have to do things for our wives, especially the things that don't cost us money, right?
What that costs?
That costs us time, right? Like, do the small things that your woman wants. Look, man, if there's something, when I get remarried, if there's something that my wife likes and she wants it, bro, I am going to do it, right? Even if I don't want to, because you know what? If it makes her happy, who else is going to do this?
The mobile detailing service that she can pay for.
So you're going to pay $200 for it. She is not going to pay for that.
She definitely not.
No, and you're going to pay for it.
Absolutely.
You're going to pay financially and you're going to pay emotionally.
My wife told me, I just paid for my wife's. Mind you, she has a bigger car than mine, so it costs more, right, to get her car detailed. And the dude cleaned my car. It was like 3 things in the bucket. He cleaned my wife's car. He emptied the bucket at the house and then came back. Let me put it like that. Now, the other joke about all of this is, it is expensive. But bruh, my wife told me, she said, yo, your Mother's Day gift wasn't good enough. I do want my car re-cleaned. And I was like, yo, that's $300. What the hell, man? But yeah.
I see why they want somebody to do it.
Yeah. When you get remarried, we should do a destination wedding.
Yeah, I can do that. I can rock with that.
Cool. I ain't got to pay for it, y'all. I mean, I got to pay for my room.
Well, we got to get the pod popping. Pay for it.
Oh, yeah, because the only thing we got to do is do a live show there, and it's an event.
There you go. Yeah, we'll get the pod to pay for it.
I did. Ooh, would this be snitching? Nope, it wouldn't be. I I attended a wedding. Let me put it like that. I was not working it. I attended a wedding, and the lady was an entrepreneur, and she held a business meeting during her reception. Wrote off the whole damn wedding, bro.
There it is.
And look, it was amazing. And she did stop it. But it was funny. She did it in her thank yous. Like, thank you everybody for coming, such as shout out to this vendor, that vendor, this person.
Oh, hell yeah, I can do that.
Bro,
oh, yeah, piece of cake.
Bro, the whole shit was written off. I
cake.
was like, yo, this is fucking
Yeah,
genius.
yeah. We could definitely do that.
Bro,
So,
she
yeah.
even had somebody take minutes.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yes. When I get remarried, absolutely destination wedding. Speaking of which, hey, appreciate y'all getting our listeners up. They're up another 10% week over week. Shout out to y'all. Please, if you listen to this pod, please share it with somebody that, you know, has like-minded, such as yourself.
Absolutely.
And somebody you hate. We can knock both of them out for you real quick.
All right, man. Where we starting at with these mean tweets?
Hey,
y'all
man,
been frying my ass up.
This is the new segment. Obviously, we stole this from Jimmy Kimmel. But y'all really, really lit into our asses. Well, basically, Gavin ass.
Mine.
For the utensils thing. Look, y'all Ruth Chris's fine dining crowd. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. But let's go with the second one. Since these are yours, you can read them off. Not the one in the black. Read the one in the white.
In the white. The second one. Not the one talking about Blonde Buddy.
Yes, that was. All
right, shout out.
We can't say their name.
Why we can't?
It's Bullion.
You talk shit about me, Shop Million, or however you say your name. I'm definitely lighting your ass up. Hey, Blind Buddy got some time today. Nigga responded to every person in the comment. He passionate. Now, I did respond back. I woke up to my baby screaming in these comments, I'm ready, which is true. My baby was screaming that day.
And, you know, and what's funny is it comment right below that. Somebody was like, yo, she bugging for real. And we posted and we tagged Brooklyn Chop House in this. And Brooklyn Chop House actually agrees with us because they actually responded with the laugh emojis.
Absolutely.
So most of y'all are missing that point right there, but they did respond and they actually agree. Like, do not soak your.
Yeah, I looked at some of the girls the men that's talking shit about me. I looked at some of y'all girlfriends. Where y'all eat at, bruh, based off of her looks, you definitely should clean the silverware. Not even mad, man. Y'all love Applebee's. I could tell.
Another mean tweet. Bullshit always go viral. We agree. Out of everything that we posted, this was not the clip that should have took off. This is not the one that should have took off. Definitely agree there.
Bruh, by the looks of things, you ain't taking no shorties out. Calm down, checkerboard. That was actually funny. I actually liked that one. Personally, I did like that one. That one was funny. He don't look like he going on dates. I mean,
we got a whole.
I got a bunch of those.
So you know what? So at the end of every pod, we're going to read y'all mean tweets. So
absolutely.
If you want your mean tweet read out, hey,
yeah, and get on Mike. Y'all called him gay on another pod, but
y'all did. We gonna
fire that ass up too.
We gonna get to that one. Y'all, you know, like to question men's sexuality, but it's coming. Yeah,
you know, speaking of what is it? June 13th, I believe it's the 13th or the 16th. It's Albinism Awareness Day. And I'm going to fire y'all ass up. That might be the date that I read out all the tweets. And look, y'all
gave him so much cover. Y'all gave him so much cover on that.
Especially when you have to resort to the one thing that was only God's choice. If I was fat and you called me fat, I had a choice in that. You know what I'm saying? I am going to I guess I only get mad at when y'all talk about my hair because I had a choice in that.
We got to go through all the albino tweets.
Yeah, we're going to do that on Albinism Awareness Day because you said you really talking shit to God, but we'll get to
y'all went in on my brother.
Yeah, but we're going to get there. Look, I do want to thank y'all for tuning in, for listening. Please, please, please share this with a friend. Share this with an ex that you hate.
Share with an ex that you love.
And share it, with an ex you want to get back with.
Some of y'all still be boinking your exes.
Yeah, and your baby dads and your baby moms. Y'all still be laying with them. And I'm not mad at that.
And your ex-wives and your ex-husbands.
Look, man. Look.
Everybody's not really angry with their exes, man. You just gonna work it out together.
Yo, and to the
I ain't really got a problem with that, to be honest.
Me either. And to the strip club owner that's shaming.
Yeah.
Quentin what's his last name?
Tarantino.
That's disrespectful.
That is disrespectful, man. People pay good money to come in there and do what they want and not have you snitch on them. Stop running strip clubs and snitching for clout.
Yeah, absolutely. And to the sex workers, y'all got to stop that shit too.
You know, because it's amateur sex workers, man. Like OnlyFans have created this whole genre of amateur sex workers. I really need to. I really need the sex workers to go ahead and like create a delineation between the pros and the amateurs, because like OnlyFans has created where one of the pastors got busted last week. I forget his name.
One of the Instagram pastors?
He's pretty popular. Yeah.
Like the Instagram churches.
Yeah. Got busted because, he was with a dude that made OnlyFans content.
Damn.
And the dude recorded him and dropped the video. Hey, man. Hey, okay. Another rule for cheating. All right.
Hire professionals.
Yeah. Hire professionals.
Yes.
All right. And stop recording. All right. Derrick Jaxn wife talked about how much he had recorded. This pastor got like, hey, stop recording. Like, what's the point? The whole point.
What's the point?
Like, the whole point is you're going to get your rocks off. All right, not to go and record.
All right. How do you feel about the people that do hire sex workers that do like the dominatrix shit when they get all tied up and all the dungeon shit? Like, because some of that you can't control if they record and stuff. I mean, I guess if you go to their spot,
well, that's why you hire a professional, because they should not be recorded. Yeah. Here's the thing: like, if you're into the dominatrix stuff and like someone recorded you and like betrayed your trust, I'm not gonna look at you like, yo, you did that right. I'm gonna look at the actual like dominatrix or dominant man and be like, yo, you betrayed the trust, right? This person trusted you, so like I'm never gonna look at that poorly. Like, even if they are cheating, right? Because chances are they're not cheating. Like, if you hire professionals at those levels, man, chances are your significant other already is aware. It's like on Billions, right? Like, she knew he had to go there for those type things, right? Yeah. So it's like, yo, she was just like, all right, whatever.
Last thing. We keep saying last thing for 10 minutes.
It's like, because it's a church, man.
It is church. What do you feel about the shorty that went on that date? It was like 20 grand. He took her to the helicopter and she posted online and she like blurred his head off on everything. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. I mean, he a trick, so it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, and you know what I was thinking?
Because he probably did not want to be seen. And because look,
that's why I'm asking.
I'll give you. I'm like that. Like, if I'm out with a woman, I do not tag me, do not post me. Yeah. When I go out of town, I don't post trips. I got like 4 trips I need to post, on social media, and I hate doing it because I don't want people to know where I'm at. I don't want people to know where I'm doing. Yeah, like, no,
you don't want people to run up on your house.
Yes, like I do it for me. So I don't think he wanted to be posted. I think it's a little bit lameish that like she's taking pictures and then like she's blurring it out like.
Yeah, here's my take. The reason why I transitioned from the sex worker tape, I was like, either she's a sex worker and that's just her thing, or she's a sugar baby. And
probably sugar baby.
And those men, they have discretion. They don't want to be seen. They like, yo, keep me off the internet. And that's what I gathered from that. Now, this is what I mean when we was talking about the strip club owner. And if you read that thing when he's talking about Quentin and him having a foot fetish, and things of that nature. Yo, it's weird when clout is now costing y'all money and you cool with it.
Yeah, like
because for her, let's say you're a sugar baby. That was all clout chasing.
Yes.
First of all, the blurring. You did it exaggerated. You put it on the internet when it could have been, yo, let me take a baby or a Derrick.
She could have took a picture of every place she was at. Yeah.
Solo.
She didn't need to take a picture of the dude, but she wanted everyone to know that, like, yo, I got a man that can afford this, and can do this. Tricking or simping. I'm thinking that he's tricking because that was some high end stuff. But y'all simps, y'all have money too, boys.
And the last clout chasing story we got, Sarah Jakes or whatever the daughter name is at the church, you not getting me.
What should have did?
You didn't see this wig fall off on Pentecost Sunday?
Oh, that was Sarah Jakes. Oh, yeah.
But the wig fell off. Every woman I've spoken to, especially, look, Mike knows this. My sister has long hair. She wears wigs all the time.
It's crazy.
Nobody knows why. She won't even explain it. She explained it to me one time because people was asking me. She don't. My sister called me. She said, don't believe the hype. That was a ponytail. So much glue goes into a ponytail wig so it never falls off. She has the money.
But they say all the other women start pulling their wigs off.
Yeah,
that day
my
too.
sister told me, she said, that was a marketing employee so it can go places.
Definitely marketing and go viral. But the thing is, like, she don't even need that because they own the Shade Room, allegedly.
Oh, yeah. Allegedly. Them, Floyd. Yeah. We know, but it's just so weird. It's like, yo, clout, like I said, clout is going to get y'all this year.
How do you feel about wigs? Let's go ahead and ruin the pod for the day. Get out of here.
One of y'all other favorite mean tweets is how I don't date black women. I don't mind wigs. Mind you, my wife don't wear them.
I hate them.
I don't mind it. I just don't like. I don't know, man. But y'all know I'm into ghetto bitches.
I can't do it.
Excuse my language.
I can't do it. I cannot do wigs, man.
Mike said I gotta stop calling y'all bitches.
Yeah, you do. You do.
But I like the ghetto shit. I mean, wigs is cool, man. It's just, but you know, I don't like it OD. I like makeup. I like the ghetto ass nails. I like that stuff. Mind you, Mike is very natural. He's not into none of that.
None of that. None of that. Give me like I want to see the woman in front of me bucket and be like, yo, I am turned on. Matter of fact, that tweet is going viral right now. That Instagram is going viral. Like, yo, like, because all that other stuff, man, like if I really like look at it, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna create a gummy. It really is. It's gonna create a gummy, man. Like, I can't deal with it.
Like I always say, what I like is not. Is it what I married? Yeah, to an extent. My wife loved her nails done. My wife told me yesterday, I'm looking for a softball league. I said, what about your nails? She said, these is real. My wife wants to join a softball league because she grew out her nails so that they're cool with it. You know, if she got the fake nails, she couldn't play softball. She got to play. So she's now about to join the league because she has real nails. So it is what it is. My wife loves makeup. Everybody has seen my wife without makeup on. She has come out with the fellas with no makeup on. Yeah. She's had makeup on. She's wore a bunch of makeup in certain settings. It's cool.
I was just wondering because, you know, we had the wig segment. I was just like, you know, because I don't think most guys
know what their girl look like.
I'm not.
Some of y'all don't know what y'all girl look like, and that's a problem.
This is true.
Fella,
I believe it alone.
Oh, Mike said he wanted to go viral. If you don't know what your girl look like without her wig, makeup, nails, run. If you can't scroll her Instagram and if she have a wig in every post, run. If she got a makeup on in every post, run.
You gotta know what you're working with.
You gotta know what you're working with.
So
before you end up on one of these DL pages.
Yeah. I was just wondering, fellas, hey, do you date your women with wigs? Like, is that something that you're okay with? We need to start hearing back from men because, in all honesty, we don't really get the feedback from men on pods per se, but like never in the comment section because men are so scared to be burnt in the comment section. Like, yo, y'all got to stop being afraid, man. Like, speak up for what you want.
Absolutely.
But we'll handle it for you, though.
We'll handle it for you. Yo, man, we want to thank y'all. Get ready for June 10th. It's going to be lit. Shout out to Bori again. Shout out to Ez, man. I ain't called you out lately in a couple pods, man. So shout out to Ez, man. And we're going to holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.